Hello everybody, welcome to Hearts of Iron 3, obviously. As HOI 4 isn't out yet, I thought I'd go back and play a game of Hearts of Iron. So in we go. So single player, I'm going to go with a custom game, Road to War, and we shall be German. There we are. Okay, so the custom game means that we can tweak our technology at the start. So first thing is neutrality. I have to say I'm never really sure what to do here. Does that make me more neutral, less neutral? So we'll just leave it bang slap in the middle and see. Let's try that. Okay. Right. Don't know what that means. Give it a go. Right. So bonk. Next one is technology. So this is an interesting one. So you can see here the Germans, the default start. Here we are, an armor up to here. That's not good enough. So we'll clear all of that and we'll start our spending. Okay, so we're going primarily, we're interested in ground. Like infantry. So let's get everybody up to 38 standard. Right, that gives me mountains, gives me marines. Why yes, I would like those. What we don't have is motorized. So we'll do that. Okay, armor. I would like some tanks, please. So let's unlock medium tanks and get them into situation. Okay. We would love to have some of these. We'll come back if we get any spare points. Now, what I'm not going to do is go for heavy tanks or super heavy tanks. Right, we're going to go for carriers and subs. So our carriers are going to be escorted by light cruisers. Oops. Okay, that's fine. We may increase that later. What does that want? No. Right, so hang on. Need to pop into here before we can unlock carriers. Right, let's do that. Dunk, 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 dunk. Okay, we will definitely come back. Right, bombers. I was debating, this is about the 47th time I've tried to record this video series, and a combination of incompetence, bad luck, and Windows just being funny. Hopefully this one will bloody record with sound, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is, I was debating, last time I did this I didn't go for any twin-engined aircraft at all. But that's kind of limited. Right, we'll stick with that. We'll stick with that. Right, so we would like these, please. I've always found the AI does not use multi-role fighters. I don't know why, but there you go. But what we'll do is we'll rush these technologies. What we do need is close support. Right, that's fine. Okay. Light bomb helps us, so we really need to unlock that. Okay. So I'm just looking at what bonuses we get. It's all for tactical aircraft. So we'll come back to that. Right, industry, we want to dump a lot of points. So we want to be ahead of the curve in industry. Yeah, we'll dump massive points into there. Oh yes. We want these. So of course the higher you go up in these, obviously are the years of which the technology is meant to be researched. And you can see that we're way ahead. We're 4 years ahead. Electronics are fantastic. And what we're going to do is rush radar. And we'll have one lot of those. Yes, nuclear weapons, yes. So, yes, yes, yes. We can't do that until we get a rocket test site. So, we'll maybe go and do that. And obviously, we want to make the best use we can of any of our resources. So, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll have some anti-aircraft guns. That looks fine. Secrets, can't unlock. I never tend to dump that many points into here. This might be a mistake. But these ones are supplies, and supplies will be the bane of our life later on. So we'll just take some there. Land, let me think. Right, what we're going to do, because these don't require upgrades to equipment, we're going to spend most of our in-game research initially into these. Yeah, okay. So what we'll do is we'll leave points unspent here and we'll use them later. So that means we should be able to go back here and upgrade. So we'll have engineers, thanks. What don't we have? Right, we've got pretty much everything we need. Right. We don't have self-propelled, so we need to up these. That gives us self-propelled, fantastic. How are we doing points? We've got plenty. Okay, so let's beef these up a wee bitty. Escorts, right, let's go for a new generation of escort. And we'll radar and ASW equip them. Let's go for a new class of subs. That's perfect. Let's upgrade our carriers. Perfect, and give them radar. Perfect. Bombers, yeah, okay. Come back to that. We've still got a lot of points, which is really quite pleasing. Okay, if we go for that. Okay. Okay. Industry, right, so where can we put the points here? Right, if we just upgrade these. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Right, so congratulations, militia. So we're almost there. Anything we want to splurge on those last points? I don't tend to use that many armoured cars. How much will that cost us? No, not go for that. Right, that allows... Right, so that was probably a smart one to have. Anything we want here? No. Okay, so let's just unlock those with the points we have available. So what do we want? We want light bomb to increase that, so we take that. Okay, that's fine. So we'll go for light bomb to upgrade all our guys, because interceptors, fighters, CAS and CAG we're going to use a lot of. So that's a good line to go there. That doesn't give us any benefit. We'll queue those up just while we're in the neighbourhood. Right, so we're done in technology. Hooray! Right, now what we're going to do is totally revamp our military. So it's basically select, disband, selectee, disbandee, select, disband, select, disband, disband. Okay. KH, right, so don't want you. Don't want you. Don't want you. Okay, don't want you. There we go. So we've pretty much disbanded everything we can. So let's build. Okay, first thing we're going to do is some carriers. Right, now I've got enough time to build another carrier in game, and I think one comes out not that much on, so we'll have 2 in service at the start. And that cost me, yike. Look at that. Okay, right, we'll go for it. So we've got the Zeppelin and the Peterstrasser. Okay, we'll dump those down there. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Ouch, that was a lot of points. Okay, so we'll leave the escorts. We'll build the escort groups in game. We'll build the submarines in game. So that'll save us a few points there. Right, now, what we want here, in fact, we'll take this as Volkstrom. These are going to be our garrison units. So, 2 engineers, anti-aircraft, save. We'll build them as reserves. So these units are designed to garrison the coast of France when we take over France, and at the moment they're designed to garrison the West Wall. So we need, yeah, that'll give me an army. They're really quite cheap. We like cheap. So they're utterly useless in offensive operations, but they're perfect for defense. So let's just pop these down. Yeah. So this should, we'll maybe give them a little bit more of a help later on, but this should hold France off us. Okay. Umph. Umph. And this will also trigger the reoccupation of the Rhineland, so we'll get an event firing immediately in game. And we'll just go single divisions up here. Okay, so what we have are really 2 types of divisions, offensive and defensive, and these are definitely defensive. Right, okay, so that's done, well done. Now the primary role is really to garrison our coast and our ports to stop the Allies getting any ideas about landing. So we'll do this and this, that's perfect. Okay, and we may as well garrison the Czech border as well. Okay. So, umph, 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 dump, 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 there we go, perfect. Okay, so we've got roughly 60,000 points left. So let's chop that in 3 and spend 20,000 on the Air Force. Right, so each fighter costs us, right, we need that, we need those fighters. So we'll build that. And we'll just dump them there for the moment as we get things going. There we are, lovely. Then we'll build our armoured forces. Right, okay, let's make sure we save that. So, we now have medium tanks. So we'll go for 1 medium tank brigade. We'll give it motorized. So we're going for these bonuses. We'll give you self-propelled artillery and direct fire. We'll give you some tank destroyers. So that is going to be our armoured division of choice. Right, let's just save that. So, 10 hard attack, piercing, soft. Okay, toughness. defensiveness. Okay. Oof. It looks good. Right, so we'll have, good God, we can afford. Right, so let's save that and we'll build a Panzer division. Hooray! I hope you're all scared. Right, so let's look at our second main type of division, which will be motorized. So 2 motorized brigades, self-propelled artillery, and engineers. Right. Okay, so they are that. So 4 of those will cost us that. Right, so that's good. So that gives us sort of prototypical Panzer Corps. Right, maybe good early game. Later in the game, we'll maybe have to strengthen that a bit. Okay, and then we'll dump the rest in infantry. Right, so we'll take out that, and we'll add engineers and anti-tank. So again, they're more mobile than our garrisons, but they're there basically to soak up space and defend us. So how many can we get? We're at 26,000. Build, okay. And we'll just, in fact, right, so let's put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that gives us 3 corps in East Prussia. And we'll just dump everybody down here while we have a think about what we're going to do. Okay, right, so what we'll do later on in the game is we'll start upgrading, once we run out of manpower, we'll start upgrading these divisions to be motorized or mechanized if we get the technology soon enough. There we go. Right, and we'll have lots more merchants. We like merchants. Okay, bum 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 bum. Ooh, that's the most merchants I think I've ever had. Right, okay, that's all we can do. Tick. Okay, so we're now in game. So as I said, you can see we've got the Rhineland firing. We'll take that, that's good. So what I'll do is I'll do the initial setup with you here, and then I'll go off camera and we'll basically accelerate the game up to the invasion of Poland. Okay, so if you've not played Hearts of Iron, you can see you've got various screens, so let's go through them. Diplomacy is basically your choices here. You can also choose to influence nations. Right, so what we'll do is we'll automate our trade. We're not really a diplomatic type of country, so we'll just leave that. Okay. Production is what we're going to build. So let's just add a couple of things in before I forget them. Right, so we want 2 carriers. I'll build the CAGs myself, and we'll do 4 in this series, so that's 8 carriers. Right, we'll build, each carrier can take 2 aircraft. So we're building 8, so that's 16, but we'll just do that lot first because they build a lot faster than everything else. Okay, we want subs, so that should be good. Let's just churn those out. We want transports because we need to be navally assaulting places. Right, and so can't close that. So we've got carriers. Right, we don't have escorts. So so we'll just churn these guys out. So we want no, do that. Bump. Okay, so that's the Navy done, and that's using 63. So it's a fair whack of our thing, and we'll switch that on to prioritize. No, upgrade. Okay, so that's the Navy done. Air Force, we do not have any Stukas, so let's just churn these out. I'd like some Stukas, please. And you can never have too many fighters, right? But that's given us the Air Force, so that's reasonably good. In terms of here, right, save that, just come back. The reason I've selected reserves is basically they're cheaper to build, but they're not fully manned when you're at peacetime, right? Which is fine, because if there are any wars around, we're going to be starting them. Okay, so we'll churn out panzers, and we'll churn out motorized. Bump, that's good. Right, we need, do we have any, right, we've not built any mountain units, so save that. Let's build up that in case we want to attack in the west wall, or the Maginot Line. So that's that. Oh, the other thing, damn, I should have built this. Hang on, let me go to the map. So we want to get jet engines. So we need to get that up. Where's Leipzig? I tend to put things here. So I want a rocket site, radar to protect it, aircraft to protect it, and in production we'll prioritize that. That's very expensive, but we need it for aircraft, for jet engines. Right, that's good, that's good. Right, so we've got motorized. We will have, let's make sure that's saved. We'll build out some more of these guys, because they're cheap. And finally, we'll build out some of these. I don't think we'll have enough production points. We're already a bit high. We won't have enough production to get to those guys, but we'll see what happens. So that's production. Technology. Two things we can do here. The first is leadership. So this is controlling essentially your focus between research and development, espionage, diplomacy, and essentially your armed forces. Basically, if you don't have enough officers, your armed forces decline in quality. Right, so we'll pop that round about there. That's a wee bitty low. That's a wee bitty high, around about 4, please. That'll do. In fact, no, we'll cut it down a bit. We'll increase it later on. Okay, diplomacy gives us trade points, so we'll keep that relatively low, but we'll keep that ticking over. About point. That'll do. Espionage as well, we need for shockingly spies. We'll do that, but the bulk of it we're popping into here. Okay, and what we're looking for is we're looking for these technologies. So basically, we're very bad. We've got lovely equipment, but we don't know how to use it. So we're going to use the next 3 years practicing with our lovely equipment and working out which way it points. That one, oh, what the hell, we'll take it. Right, Navy, we want fleet carriers and fleet subs. What does that give me? Allow, okay, we'll take that. And we want that. We'll shoot at fighters. We want that, we want that, we want that, we want that, we want that. No, don't. Yes. Yes. I don't really need these in all honesty, but it'd be rude not to take them. So that's that. So that's, has already spent everything there, but in terms of physical equipment, there's not that much we want to spend. I don't think there's anything we can take. You can research basically when you're ahead without a penalty. So in 36 you're looking at 36 and 37. That's what we're going for. And I don't think there's anything here. We do armoured cars, but meh. Escorts, we've got good escorts, though we can upgrade them. Capital ships, nope, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, no, there's nothing we want to do there. Okay, so politics. The main thing we can do here is, because we've got the Rhineland, we can upgrade our industry. So none of this consumer product nonsense. And what we can do here is here. Now I normally put in Schacht here. Let me just think. Yeah, go for it. We'll replace Frick with Goebbels because he gives us a leadership modifier. We'll replace him and we'll go. I don't think he gets a penalty for having 2 jobs, but that gives us industrial intelligence. Right. Beck. I like supplies and supply consumption down. Yeah. Okay, you. Yeah, capital ships, that's fine. Raider, you can stay in job. And Herman, no, we're interested in light aircraft. That's what we're going for. And you can see down here, we shall be mobilizing later. And already that's given us another few points of production, so we may need to put some more in there. But let's just pop over to here. Here you've got things like elections, things like that. Shockingly, the Nazi Party is going to win them. Right, so here's where we can spend our espionage points. So we're mostly interested in defence. Right, so we want to shoot anybody other spies. We want to support our party and raise our national unity. Now, what do we want to do? So various choices. We could spy on the British, see what we can do. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so give them priority 2, and we're interested in technology. And then what we'll do is majors, Soviet Union will give you priority 1, and pop that into there so we can see what they're doing there. Right. I could have done things like you can point at France and try and disrupt their national unity. Not going to be a problem. Okay, so that's the intelligence done. So you can see we've got all these messages here we don't care about. Theatres, we'll come to this later on. Essentially, you can allocate forces to the AI and the AI will fight for you. It does a reasonable job sometimes and an appalling job other times. So we need to know how to use it to its best effort. Right. So we'll come to that. But what we'll do is we'll leave this episode here. That's the starting point for the game. So you see we're ready to go. What I'll do is I'll accelerate this up to 1939 and I'll show you where we are. So thank you for watching and join me next time.